From Studio A at the USC Annenberg School, I'm Lauren Merola here with USC men's water polo captain Marin Dasic. Marin, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me, Lauren.
So take me back to the first time you participated in water polo.
Oh, that was like 13 years ago. And I just started because my mom wanted me to try it because she's been watching water polo her whole life because it's been really popular over there at her city where she's from. And since then, here I am at USC.
Why did you take a liking to it?
I was swimming for a little bit, let's say 2 years ago, a year and a half, 2 years, and then I tried to do some other sports as well, but never actually succeeded in those, let's say. And then with just combination of swimming and playing with the ball, I think that was the perfect.
So you grew up playing water polo. What brought you from Croatia to USC to play here?
I think it was mainly the program and the coaches because this is a perfect situation to balance water polo and school at the same time, which is not possible in Europe. You usually have to choose one or the other. And then getting a scholarship and everything, this was an awesome opportunity that I couldn't miss.
And how do you balance the schedule between water polo and academics?
It is tough, but I believe it's all about time management, and you just have to keep up with stuff and not leave things to the last moment. And I believe it's not that hard if you just know what your goal is and just keep doing what you've been doing from the beginning.
So the team was 2018 national championship national champions last year.
Yeah.
How did you guys work towards that, and what did it feel like?
Oh, but it was awesome. Honestly, it's an unbelievable experience, and we lost my first 2 years, freshman and sophomore year, and that third year was kind of we have to win it finally because before my freshman year we lost. Yes, we lost 1 year, and before that, there was a dynasty that won 6 years in a row. So it was kind of time to get the national championship back to USC. And there was a lot of pressure. We played for our two seniors that graduated last year, and it was awesome, honestly. Like one of the best experiences in my life.
You were the junior captain that year, and now you're the senior captain. You have a championship under your belt.
Yeah.
What comes next after you graduate?
I mean, first let's focus on this year and try to win another one because that's what I came for. I didn't come here only for one. I always wanted more. But definitely try and go play professional in Europe. That's always been my dream, and I could have played even before I came to USC. I had some options to stay back and play, but I decided to come here because of education, and I think I'm going to go back and pursue my dream, you know.
Does your family play any part in you wanting to go back home?
Yes, definitely, especially my sisters. I have two younger sisters who are twins, and I think they are almost the main reason I would like to come back also because of them. Parents, of course, but they're the ones who's going to be with me my whole life.
How has your family supported you through coming to the U.S., your goal of playing water polo professionally? What part do they play in your career?
They had a huge role. Like, some people don't even understand how big a role they had, especially my mom. Of course, I'm the only son in the family. There are two sisters, but when I came here, it was really, really tough, and I wasn't prepared on coming here and not going home for the next 4 years in a way. So I think it hit me pretty hard, and I was really, really homesick. And at the beginning, she played a huge, huge role. And then later on, I would say they all played a role, and they always wanted me to come back home after I graduate. And there was always the plan since day one. So we just kept like going with it, and I was doing everything to finish school as soon as possible and come back home.
How have your family supported you through this entire journey? Have they come to any games at USC?
Yes, actually they did. They came every year. So they would come for MPSF conference finals my freshman year, sophomore year they came for NCAAs here at USC. And then third year, there was kind of a little bit different situation because my dad took pretty hard the loss here at USC against UCLA, and he almost didn't want to come my third year. So after I came home for summer after my sophomore year, I brought him a ticket and told him that he has to come here, he has to be there when I win the national championship. And now, since we won, I was like, now you can stay home. So you don't have to come for senior year if you really don't want to.
How special was that for you?
It it was really special, especially because I was a captain. It was my first year captain, and I was now upperclassman, And since day one, team expects a lot from me as well as from some other guys on the team, and I think I did have I carry a little bit of responsibility or a lot of responsibility for the team and towards the coaches. So it was kind of a relief, and in a way, that's what I came for. Now I accomplished it, but also I started thinking about the next year, the next one.
Do you think your parents instilled anything, any traits or characteristics in you early on that's helped you become so successful in water polo?
I don't think so, honestly. The only thing, I mean, that was also huge, but the only thing they actually helped while I was young, and they were there driving me every day, waiting after school, every single time when I needed something like for water polo, they would always be over there for me and trying to help me, and like mainly driving in the city, like going from one like part of the city to the other. That was the main part. But rather than that, with water polo, I think that was kind of on me because no one in my family is connected actually to water polo like I'm.
Do you think water polo's done anything extraordinary for your family and your family's dynamic?
Changed their life, honestly.
How so?
Because everything. So I started playing water polo when I was like 7, 8, something like that, and since then everything was based around water polo. Their whole lives were dedicated. If we can go somewhere, do I have practice? Do I have game? I can't miss a single practice. You can tell, like they're saying, you can tell coaches, maybe you can miss this one. No, I can't. We can't go. We can go day after, later, whatever. But we have to practice. I gotta go practice, and that's it.
So water polo has shifted your family dynamic, I think
Huge,
it's fair
huge.
to say. How has water polo changed your life for the better?
It learned me how to be persistent, dedicated, and uh, just keep grinding in a way. Maybe I'm not as focused in some other areas of my life as I'm focused towards water polo, and I understand that. And in a way, maybe a bunch of athletes are like that. But and regardless, when I know I have to do something, I think water polo has taught me that when I have to accomplish something, I will do it. And it learned and gave me a bunch of opportunities, a bunch of other stuff where I met so many people. I've learned. I came here at the end of the day. Water polo allowed me to come here and to meet new people, for this to be an unforgettable experience of my life.
It sounds like water polo has really helped shape your
Yeah,
life into something
definitely,
extraordinary
definitely,
and that you
definitely.
look forward to every day.
Yeah.
So, last question, what makes you extraordinary?
I don't think anything makes me extraordinary, honestly. I really.
Nothing?
N- First of all, I really don't like to talk about me as a water polo player, but I
Or
would
as a
rather.
person? What makes you extraordinary as a person? Just Marin.
I want to be an ordinary guy, even though I'm an athlete, and I just like people to, in a way, to accept me as the way I am. I do what I do, and I try to be the best in what I do. And whoever is trying to, let's say, be in my life or something like that, I would like them to appreciate what I do, because I really put so much effort in water polo, and at the end of the day try to finish this school, go home, be the best brother in the world. That's my first mission of my life, and pretty much that's it. I love to joke around and always put a smile on my face in any situation, and try to not to be too much negative. But yeah, just try to be normal, just an ordinary kid who plays water polo.
Well, you just listed off a
Yeah.
lot of extraordinary qualities about yourself that I think we now
I
know.
mean,
But thank you so much for joining me today. It
Thank
was a
you.
pleasure
Thank you for
having you
inviting me.
here.
Yeah.
And from Studio A at the USC Annenberg School, I'm Lauren Merola, signing off.